All right, so tech entrepreneurs, this is for you. AfricArena is holding the first hybrid tech accelerator event this week in Cape Town. Another two-day gathering will feature insightful discussions led by key role players in innovation and business. More than 50 startups from over a dozen countries will be participating. For more on this, AfricArena COO Bintou Adekoya joins us via Skype. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Bintou. What is your position on the Startup Acts, as AfricArena was the front runners to place a call to action for the public sector to invest into innovation, tech and startups on South African soil? And also recently, President Cyril Ramaphosa also said that he wants South Africa to be one of the leaders when it comes to startups and specifically tech startups.
Yes, good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me on the show. So definitely AfricArena is in support to the Startup Act and really militanting to make sure that it's happening soon. It's really important if we want to move the ecosystem, the South African ecosystem forward. We definitely need rules, and we need to be here to support the innovators.
And delve more into that. What are those rules and how are the innovators going to be supported?
Yeah, I think we need to, for example, AfricArena was in Tunisia just a few weeks ago, and they already have a startup app since more than a year now. So I think it's really important to have this type of rules to facilitate investments in small companies. Right now, we know that we need that with unemployment in Africa, in South Africa in general. We need to have this type of regulation that support investment. Yeah, I would say that's the main one for me.
All right. Now, what is the state of startups that have reached a value of $1 billion in Africa, the so-called unicorns, and what's holding us from curating more successful entrepreneurs on home soil?
Yeah, I think it will link to your first question. We see a lot of unicorn in Nigeria. We see a few of them going through all the countries in Africa. But I think what we need is more regulation to really help the startups to develop. And that will help us in South Africa to have more unicorns.
And when it comes to investors, Bintou, what would you like to say to investors when it comes to Africa specifically?
Yeah, what I want to say is that we do have talents. So we do have a lot of startups with a lot of talent. Like, for example, in AfricArena, what we try to do, in fact, is to highlight them so then the investors during the event can see. So don't be shy. We definitely have a lot of talent in Africa. And I just ask them, of course, there is Europe, there is the US, and all these big markets. But Africa and South Africa in general, we do have the talent here also.
And what separates the AfricArena program from its competitors, and how are consumers really benefiting by applying to such a program?
I will say the first one is the sourcing, because in AfricArena, what we try to do is we try to have startups that really are some project and innovative idea to move Africa forwards, from environment, from the electricity, etc. We really try to source the startup that come with innovative idea. The second point is that we are an international event, so we try to bring international investors, international corporates, so then they can see the talent in Africa. And the third point, I will say, is our contents. So AfricArena, we try at the beginning to have some keynotes, some panels. So we really try to have a good content. So people, when they come to the events, they learn a little bit more about the startup ecosystem, the tech and innovation in Africa.
All right, thank you so much. That was AfricArena Chief Operation Officer Bintou Adekoya joining us this morning.